Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. And happy Taco Tuesday. I forgot what day it was today, and y'all, that's pretty pathetic. You know how we have our Magnificent Monday, Taco Tuesday, Hump Day. I almost forgot what day Tuesday was, so. Yeah, it is about 5:30 in the morning, and I've been awake for about an hour. I can't sleep, so, oops, I dropped my phone. And I know it's been a couple days since I've made a video. Yeah, I made one when I got back from MD Anderson Thursday or Friday, I think. I think I did. But anyways, so a few of you are on some of my social media outlets, so y'all might have already seen this. But one of the things that I wanted to go ahead and do real quick is, sorry, I'm still real fatigued and exhausted. Is for those of y'all that aren't, let you know how my MRI went. So, last month in March, I had to go twice that month. I was there the first week of March, and then I was there the last week of March. And I had a scan, an MRI done March 4th. And then, because I have one like every month, every other month. And then I had another one done just last Tuesday, whatever that was, April the 20 something, I don't know. And like 25th maybe or so. But anyways, it doesn't matter. Last Tuesday, a week ago actually, today. Last Taco Tuesday. And I got the results from my neuro-oncology team and oncologist there. Sorry, y'all, my scalp is so dry from that chemo. It just drives me crazy. But anyway, well, actually, all of me itches because of it. It drives me insane. But anyway, so once again, the scan showed stable, no change. And this will be cycle number 15 that I'm starting, and that was 14 months. Last month when I did the scan, or last week really, which was last month when I did the scan, that was 14 months that I've been doing chemo. I started chemo March 22nd of last year, 2021. So I've been on it 14 now. This is my 15th month, starting in May. Now, my first month, I had 17% shrinkage, which would have been March of last year. And then in May of last year, I had another 10% shrinkage, giving me a total of 21%, which is awesome. That's incredible. Because on the other chemos and radiation that I've done, my tumor grew while I was doing treatment, grew to the point where they were like, we might as well stop chemo because it's not doing anything. And I was like, well, guess what? I'm done with it anyway because it's crap and it's no life, and I'm not doing it. And so my oncology team in Houston, which I kind of knew that this was going to happen, because I flat out asked my oncologist about it a couple months ago. I asked him, I said, I hate getting upset, y'all, but anyways, and it's not like I'm upset, like, oh my God, this is the end, it's disappointing. Yeah, a little of it's scary, but I've come to terms with what is going on with me, a long time ago, and I know how this cancer game goes. I know how it usually ends. Hell, I've lost 3 people in the last 3 weeks from it. So, I know that ultimately that this may be my end. And I'm okay with that, we all have an end. We all have an expiration date. Not to sound morbid, but we do. You don't have to have cancer. You don't have to have a terminal illness. You don't have to have tumors. And I'm okay with that. I have absolutely no problem going home.
None. I mean, like, you know, other than missing like the people here, you know, still in the real world, live world, living world, whatever you call it. You know, I have no problem going home, and that's probably a much better place than this crappy world can be sometimes, you know. And you know, I guess you never know until you get your ticket and you get there, but you know, I'm just assuming and hoping that that's going to be a world with no pain and no cancer, no medicine and no chemo, and you know, none of the stuff that comes with having tumors and cancer and being on chemo. Um, and I'm ready for that. You know, I'm not ready to leave, but I'm ready for a world like that. So it's like it's only been not even 4 years since I was diagnosed, and I was only given about 2 years to live on a good day. And that was on my 46th birthday in 2018. You know, happy birthday. And my 50th. I hate aging myself, but I'll be 50. What's today? The 3rd. So, like in a little over 2 weeks. And so I'm completely blessed that I've already doubled the time that they gave me. And I plan on doubling it again and again and again, you know. But it's just, even though it hadn't been yet 4 years, it seems like a lifetime, you know, and I never really understood. I thought I understood what these people went through that had cancer and terminal illnesses and had to do things like radiation and chemo. You know, you think you do. You think, God, that's got to, I can only imagine. But it's like, you know, I realized, you know, until when I was diagnosed that I didn't even have a freaking beginning of a clue of what cancer patients go through. And it's hard. It's real hard sometimes, you know. And even when you stay upbeat and you stay positive, it's something that you can't control. And I'm a control freak. You know, I'm an OCD control freak. I like to be able to control everything. And cancer is the one thing in my world that I can't control. It controls me. It decides when I'm going to have good days and bad days, when I'm going to be sick and when I'm going to be well, when I'm going to hurt and when I'm not. And I hate that. I hate that with a passion. That's why I always say cancer is a bitch. She's a bitch. And I'm sorry, even you men, cancer is a woman. um, Nobody can be as mean and cruel and ugly as a scorned woman, and that's cancer. So I call cancer a she. But I mean, don't get me wrong, you men, y'all can be a little bit, you know. But yeah, nothing worse than a mad woman. So, but you know, it sucks. It really sucks. It determines your day. It determines how it's going to go. You know, there's nothing you can do about it but just accept it. And you know, obviously I have. So, and you don't think that because I'm upset or I'm crying that means that I haven't, or you know, or that I'm devastated, you know, by the news. You know, I don't have blinders on. I know what to expect. I know that just like with my tumor growing on the other treatments, that eventually there's going to come a time where treatment's not going to work anymore. I get that. You know, I totally get that. But, you know, I'm only human, and there's still a part of me that just says, damn it, this sucks. This really sucks. So, and, you know, in the beginning, it was a why me thing. Why did this happen to me? You know, I've had enough bad in my life. My whole life has been a fight. That's all I know how to do is fight. And why now, God? Why would you do this? And but you know, it's not fair. It's not fair for me to ask, and it's a question that I may never get answered. And so I can't let that, you know, consume me. And the bottom line for me anyway is that it doesn't matter why, you know, even if God came down and gave me an answer right now and said, well, hey, Carrie, this is why. Um, it's not going to change anything. It's not going to take it away. And, you know, because my a type of tumor is, almost always found in children. Um, I've always said that if I had a choice, I would take it again any day. Not to take away from my children or my family, or myself, but just for the fact that, another child wouldn't have to go through this. I've been able to be a mom and to live life and to be married and a wife and everything that I wanted to do, travel and see places and go to different parts of the world. Um, and they haven't had that chance, and so to have that ripped away from them, if I could step in place of that, I would do it over and over and over and over again. Even knowing the pain that my family and friends and, suffer. But it's better than a child. So, as a mother, you just think, God, what if that was my child? I couldn't imagine. And so I would take it again and again. But it like I said, it still it has its days where dealing with it are hard. Just because you accept it and you come to terms with it doesn't mean that every day it's like, yeah, I'm okay with having cancer. Cool. No, most days I'm that way. Yeah, it is what it is. I have it. Let's keep moving, one foot in front of the other. No big deal. But there's times that it's hard. I'm human. I have emotions. I have feelings. I have a heart, and so and sometimes they take charge. So, but anyway, so yeah, so okay, so I found out that the chemo is pretty much since I only had those 2 months of shrinkage in the very beginning, which again are still good. I will take 27% over nothing. But it now that we're 13, 14 months into month 15 down the road, they pretty much confirmed what I've been asking the past couple of months is the chemo still working? It's not working as far as shrinking the tumor. They pretty much. I asked my oncologist a couple of months ago. I said, Dr. R. I said, I'm just curious about something. I said, do you think that there's a chance that the chemo isn't going to shrink it anymore? And he was really surprised that I asked him. In fact, he kind of had this look like, oh, I wish he would have asked me that. But he knows I'm a straight shooter. Just give it to me. You know how it is. That's how I prefer to handle everything. And he told me, he said, that's a very good likelihood. And that's something that we're, looking into and trying to figure out. And so, because remember, this is still a trial chemo. Doesn't have a name yet. It's just PLX8394. And, but anyways, and so when I saw him last Wednesday, he told me, he said, without me even asking, he said, I need to let you know that it does appear that the chemo is no longer working as far as shrinking your tumor. And I said, I knew that. And I said, because, starting at month 3, all we got was stable, no change, stable, no change, stable, no change, stable from month 3 to month almost 15 now. And so it's like, doesn't take a rocket scientist to kind of put that together. I don't need Einstein to answer that for me. So, but, so that was kind of a bummer, knowing that, what we wanted and needed to do isn't going to happen. But that's okay. That's okay. So, but the good thing about it is, and yes, you have to find good things. I mean, it's like, come on, people, make lemonade. We got the lemons, honey. We got to make some lemonade. Y'all got some sugar? I need some sugar. I need some sugars. But anyway, so the good thing about it, though, is that it does appear that the chemo is holding the tumor at bay. It's stopping it from growing and progressing, moving. With mine being a primary brain and spinal cord tumor, that's the one positive thing about that, is that it cannot metastasize to anywhere other than where it already is. Even though I always say brain, I technically have brain and spinal cord. I was diagnosed with inoperable terminal brain and spinal cord cancer. And because it's, for those of you that don't know, which I know
99% of y'all do, and I love y'all. But I have one tumor in the back of my neck, and the top half of the tumor is in my brainstem, in the medulla, and the bottom half is in my spinal cord. And so the most it can do is go to other areas of the brain or down the further down the spinal cord. And so I don't ever have to like worry about it, going to like my lungs or my oh man, she moved. She was all laid upside down. Sassy. She was doing the typical dog thing, sound asleep on her back. What are you doing, girl? But anyways, and so at least I don't ever have to worry about it going to other parts of the body other than where it is. So that's a good thing. And like I said, it appears that if nothing else, this chemo is holding the cancer at bay. Whereas, like I said, on my other treatments, it grew while actively on chemo and things like that. And then I did 33 rounds of radiation, which sucked. But anyway, so that's a good thing, and I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. And the thing is that from day one, when I started going to MD Anderson, 14 months ago, I told the oncology team, I said, as long as y'all don't tell me it's growing or progressing, I'm okay. That's, I've heard enough of that. It's like I did radiation, it's growing. I did chemos, it's growing. And so, yeah, so I was like, as long as you don't tell me that, we are not going to have we won't have very many problems. I'm not going to say we're not going to have any problems because I give them problems. But, and then another thing that I found out is, of course, once again, I've had some new weird symptoms going on, issues. I don't even know. It's not really a symptom, but just they call them deficits. Anytime something new comes up, they call them deficits. But anyways, I got some new funky stuff going on, y'all. And this time it's like in my head, in my brain. It's so weird. I can feel it. This thing that it does, and then I can just get extremely, my vision goes, and it's like I can't even stand, and it's weird, but it happens real fast, but it happens multiple times a day. And so we found out when we did my MRI that I actually have a blood vessel in the brain that is being compressed, and when it is being compressed is when I'm having these issues. And so we're going to try to kind of watch that and figure out what to do about it, if, when, anything, so yeah, so that's that. And then so my labs were absolutely horrible this time. I mean, probably worse than they've ever, well, not probably, they're worse than they've ever been, lower than they've ever been. Everything was off, like way down, way off. And they said, my oncologist said, it's real crazy. He said, because when you look at the numbers, that basically the numbers in my labs, because of how they are, that the reason that they're the way they are is because usually that means that there's progression. It means the tumor's spreading, moving, growing, whatever. But because I just did an MRI the same day that I did my labs, it's like visually we know that it's not. Now, can they say with 1,000,000% certainty that there's not something else new that is, beginning, that's just so minute and little of a cell that it's not picked up on MRI? Yes, but hell, even I'm not worried about that. That shows you how much the odds of that not happening or not being the case. Yes, it can happen, but the odds of it not being the case are so extremely high that even I'm not worried about it. But, they can never, ever, ever say with 1,000,000%, 100% uncertainty that, oh, no, that's all, the only cancer going on in your brain or in your body or, whatever the case may be. It just, once it's in there, it's in there. That's just how it goes, what it is. So, but I'm pretty confident in the fact that, yeah, we got some really good looks and some really good images. And I'm not worried about, I'm sorry, I'm just tired. I'm not worried about that being the case. So it's just crazy because it's like numerically wise, it's showing progression, but visually it's, we don't, at least we didn't see it. So we're going to watch that as well. And of course, if I don't get my numbers up by next month, because I have to go the week after my birthday. In fact, I have to go the day after my birthday. And we have to do another blood transfusion. So, yay again. Which hopefully not. Every time, well, not say every time because I've had to do before, but there's been times when they're like, all right, next month, if your numbers aren't up, you're doing a blood transfusion. I'm like, oh, they'll be up. You bet your butt they'll be up. And they get up. I don't know how they do, but I don't really do anything. So there's not too much you can do to improve them, but there's a little bit. But anyways, and so hopefully it'll be that way this time too, because blood trans, I just hate them. But Sassy, you can jump up here, girl. She's trying to jump. She knows how to jump. Sassy, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, sis. Come on, sis. Come on, sis. Come on, sis. Come on. I don't know if y'all can see her. Yeah, you can see her. Sassy. Sassy. Come on. Come on. You get up here. You get up here. Come on, Sass. Come on, Sassy. Come on. Come on. Okay, I'm not going to beg your butt. Trust me, if there was food up here, she'd be up here in 0.2 seconds. So don't even feel sorry for the little fluffy dog down there. No, trust me. If she wanted up, or if her sister was up here, she'd be up here in a heartbeat. So she's just being a dramatic little drama queen as always. But anyways, so yeah, that was kind of how my MRI and everything went. So, but oh well, it is what it is. So, it's not going to affect the way I view everything. It's not going to affect the fact that I'm going to remain positive and still continue to fight. Hell, ain't nothing going to take that out of me. No way. I have never been, and nor will I ever be, the curl up and die and cry type of girl. Okay, cry, yeah, maybe, but not curl up and die. Hell to the now, people. It is not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, okay, I'm going to have to take y'all with me because I think the dogs want to go outside. So sorry about that, but we're fixed to get on the move. But anyways, why is my floor wet? Oh, it's not. And so come on, let's go outside. Hang on, turn some lights on. Sorry, Dixie, come on, let's go outside. Oh, there we go. Come on. Okay. 5:30 in the morning. Damn dogs outside. Come on. Go potty. Oh, it stopped raining. But anyways, and so yeah, so it's not going to change, my outlook on anything. I mean, I still view it the same. I'm still going to continue to fight. Nothing's going to change that. But it it was a little bit of a bummer and a little bit of a slight little temporary setback. And let's see if Sassy went potty. Okay, they're gonna come in with wet feet, and I just mopped all the floors yesterday. Mopped them all of them. See, all the floors. Yep, every bit of them. And here they come with wet pawpaws. But anyways, and so so yeah, so I mean so it is what it is, But anyways, I'm not gonna let that change anything. So, and like I said, I'm not the curl up and die type of girl. So it just isn't gonna happen, not at all. And let's see what else. Yeah, in fact, and I know I didn't do any videos this weekend, but remember, I told you I was going to stop promising that I'm going to do one every day because I knew that wasn't going to happen. And I was just so flipping busy this weekend. Oh, speaking of weekends, my baby girl, Madison, my younger one, she just turned 27 last month. She is coming in this weekend for Mother's Day. So there's Mother's Day on Sunday the 8th, I think. And then, like, my older daughter, Molly, she'll be 30. Do I really have a 30-year-old? Yes, I do. She will be 30 on the 14th, and then I'll be 50. Did I say 50? I mean 26, y'all. I'll be 26 on the 22nd. I'm 26. I'm 26 with a 27 and a 30-year-old. Yeah. Hi, monkey. Say good morning. Good morning. And so, So Madison, because she lives in Austin, because she went to UT and got her master's and then stayed there. But she for May, because we've got Mother's Day, Molly's birthday, and my birthday that are all bam, 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 bam. Madison always makes like one trip in and kind of does a threefer, kill three birds with one stone. And so she actually texted me late last night, Monday night, and said, hey, I was going to come in this weekend if it's a good weekend. If not, I can postpone it. And I was like, no, this weekend's great. So I'm excited. So she's going to come in, this coming weekend, Mother's Day weekend. So that'll be awesome. And then sometime between Molly's birthday on the 14th and my birthday on the 22nd, Molly and I are going to go skydiving. So, actually out of a plane skydiving, not indoor skydiving. So I'm excited to do that. Love, love, love to do that. And let's see what else. Yeah, I had a really busy weekend this past weekend. Had my Monday night. Church. Of course, I went to church Saturday. Church was awesome. What, baby? Do you want water? Come on. Here, you want the faucet? Monkey. Here, is that what you want? Went to church Saturday night, and of course, it was great. There you go. Here, come on. You want your water? Come on. He's been jumping in my. He loves a water out of it, like that. At faucets, bathroom, kitchen, doesn't matter. Now, last week, a little fat butt, 21-pound butt. Every time I go in my bathroom, if I go in there right now, which I guarantee, he will run in there and jump in the bathtub. And he'll just lay there and roll around on his back and flip back and forth. In fact, I'm going to see if he'll do it. We'll see what he does. He wants to drink out of that faucet. I'm like, are you serious? Watch, I bet he'll come in here. Of course, I'm doing it now. Watch, he's going to make an idiot out of me. I can't believe I'm doing this at 5:30 in the morning. We'll see. I bet you anything he comes in here. We will see. But anyways, and so church was awesome this weekend. And then, I've got my Monday night women's group that I do. So we had that last night. And Tanya, the one that, she's not really the leader, but we let Tanya kind of be mama warrior of our women's warrior group. And so, she's the one that, pulls all the scriptures and everything. Well, she started running a fever of almost 103 yesterday. And so, yeah. So, and then there's a new woman that was interested in joining the group. And so guess who took charge and handled everything? Yours truly. Yes, I did. I said, you go, girl. And then I said, I did, girl. I'm just kidding. And so, and like I said, he's gonna make a liar out of me. And so, so I did that last night. And then, Mom's out of town. Oh, she's in Port Aransas, actually. She left yesterday morning for Port Aransas. It's like a trip she does every year. So, and then she's going somewhere else in a couple of weeks. It's crazy because it's I don't remember where. Oh, I guess I was in Houston. I don't remember where I was. But it was it was. In fact, Mom was gone on a trip. She came back Sunday, say the 24th or whatever, 25th, and then I left Monday morning. She came back Sunday night. I left Monday morning, and then I came back, and then she left, and then she's coming back, and I'll be here. But then she comes back. She has another trip. She comes back from that, and then I leave. So it's she's gone, I'm gone. She's gone, I'm gone. She's gone, I'm gone. And so, so it's when she's gone, I pull pet duty and take care of the cats and the dogs. And when I'm gone, she takes care of the cats and the dogs. And so, anyways, so let's see what else. Trying to think. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of tell you all this. Not that y'all really care, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Because I know some of y'all from some of my other videos had been you've been talking about a man, you got a new man or something, is there a new man, whatever. So I started dating a guy in January that lived, keyword lived, in a city 15, 20 minutes down the road. And we, from the second that I met him, it's just we got along, just really, really good. It was really, really good. And we constantly went out, we did stuff, went to dinner, went to, aquarium, the arboretum,
festivals, movies, dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever. Hung out, had movie night, just all kinds of different stuff. And then let's see. Okay, so so April, so that was in January. So January, February, March, April. So the middle of April, he decided that he was going to move to Houston. Yeah. Which sucked. I mean, it just sucked because we both were like, okay, now that I found somebody that, I enjoy being around, because I'm just going to tell y'all, I'm real picky. And it's not like I'm not picky, as far as looks and things like that. It's, I mean, everybody kind of has what they like and what they don't like, but y'all, oh, I wouldn't want to date me. Hell no. I argue with my damn self sometimes. I'm OCD, y'all, and I'm real OCD about a lot of things, okay? But my OCD isn't just routine and structure and cleanliness and organization and filing and things like that. It rolls over into my personality as well. And it can be very difficult probably to date me at times, because it's I don't mean to be this way, but I don't even know how to explain it. Okay, if I'm dating somebody, it can be well, we don't spend enough time together. Well, God, I don't want to spend that much time together. I mean, it's they're well, is it too, do I spend more? Do I need to spend less? And I'm like, I don't know, and it's I can be well, we didn't spend enough time together last week. And then the next week I'm like, okay, that was too much damn time together. Seriously, I need to breathe. Go away. Go do something. And then the next week, it's well, God, I feel like I haven't seen you. I'm very, okay. I'm making myself, good thing none of y'all want to date me, because I would ruin it if so, because yeah. So, okay. So little things and I don't think it's just me and my OCD. I think a lot of us, especially women, are this way. Okay, consistency. Bro, be consistent, or I'm bouncing because that shit makes me mad. Okay, for an example. Okay, let's, he worked nights, but he had a real easy schedule. So, and it's funny because that was his nickname, Easy. But anyways, and so he had a very easy schedule, and he was, even working nights, we were able to have a lot of time together. In fact, if he wasn't at work, we were together. And so, I'm just going to use this as an example. Okay, so let's say that he is really busy almost every night at work, okay? But he would still, call me or send me a Snapchat, or, which, by the way, I don't have Snapchat, so don't even, he would he would do a Snapchat, put it on his, and then text it to me. So I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. I can't even keep up with videos, Facebook or Instagram. Let's get real, people. Hell, I can't even keep up with my damn self. So, anyway, so he would either, text me or call me or send me a snap or whatever. And sometimes if he was real busy, it would just say, hey, hey, babe, I'm real busy, but just wanted you to know I was thinking about you. You're on my mind, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. But then, so it's okay, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, I ain't heard from you, And so I would text him, hey, is everything okay? Hope you're having a good night at work. And he, oh, baby, yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so busy. Hold up. You just got me up. That ain't going to work for me. Nope. Consistency, routine. No. That gets into my OCD brain. And then my brain starts going, okay, but that's not normally how we do things. And that's kind of throwing everything off. And then I start going a little cuckoo crazy. Not cuckoo crazy because I didn't hear from him, but cuckoo crazy because, well, but wait a minute, but you always do it this way. And now you're breaking the pattern. With crazy OCD people like me, that does not work well. And so I'm like, pump the brakes there, pony boy, because, nope, sorry. That's just not going to work for me. So let me tell you how this is going to go. Even when you're real busy, you can either continue to do that or you can just stop doing it altogether because otherwise you're going to, here comes Mikey, you're going to make me go insane. And he was just like, I'm sorry, I think. Should I be sorry? I'm supposed to apologize. And I feel bad. I really do. But a little bit. What I tell y'all? See, told y'all. Mikey boy, what are you doing? What? What? What do you want? Tell Mama. Really? What? What you want? What you want? What? 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 What you want? Are you talking? Hang on, let me get you. Oh, yeah, Marie's good. Mikey, what you want? What you want, Mikey? Hey, psst, 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 Mikey boy. Mikey. Yeah? What you want? You want the water? Okay, hang on. Hang on. It's gonna come on, and if you get your head wet, then I will. I don't want to hear it. There you go. Over here. Hang on. Hang on, it's fixed to come. There you go. Oh, it's getting him or not. Probably not. There we go. You so jetty. You so jetty. But anyway, so yeah, see how spoiled all my any of my animals have to do is, hey mommy, I want this. I'm like, okay, mommy will do it for you. Same way with my kids. Okay, mommy will do it for you. But anyway, so yeah, so little things like that is, yeah, so I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I'm sure I'm can be complicated to date. Anyway, so in fact, I was on a video call with him tonight, and he said something about coming into town, and I was like, and so and I was like, why'd you say that? And he's like, well, with your OCDs, and I was like, I'm not that bad. I mean, hey, at least I can go to bed now with dishes in the sink. I mean, I'm not crazy that they're there, or not say dishes. I can't. No, okay, okay. Rewind. I cannot go to sleep with dishes in the sink. At least I can go to sleep with a cup in the sink or a spoon or a fork. Before, oh my God, I'd go upstairs and go to bed and I'd be like, oh my God, there's a spoon in the sink. There's a spoon in the sink. Forget it. I'm going downstairs and putting it up. It would drive me crazy. And it's so funny because people go, oh my God, how can you be like that? And, you must like it. No, I do not. No, no, not at all. Like people, I'm sure I drive y'all crazy because I drive myself crazy. Insane. Yeah, trust me. No, I do not like being like this at all. But anyways, it is what it is. At least I've gotten better. Like I said, I can let some things slide. I don't have to vacuum 10 times a day. I vacuum like 3 times a day. And okay, yes, I do still scoop the litter box probably 10 times a day. But, well, every time I use it, I scoop it. So that's just me. Oh, well. To each his own. You want to scoop your box once a day? Scoop it once a day. Come on, you can get out. I want to scoop mine 10 times a day. So, but, and yes, I just happen to like all of the labels on things turned out the same way and everything, corn with the corn, peas with the peas, beans with the beans, and please don't come in messing it up and turn them around. It'll drive me insane. My mom used to come over to the house and do that. She'd come over to the house and she'd go into my pantry and start turning crap and see how long it would take me to figure out. Let me tell you what, it's not going to take me long to figure it out at all. Nope. What? About 0.2, it's like I can feel it. I'm like, ooh, something's not right. I'm fixed to find it. So, but anyways, and so yeah, it so okay. So back to the story. I swear I get sidetracked. Unfortunately, that's not chemo brain or brain tumor or cancer. That's just Carri being Carri. So my hair don't look too bad for sleeping on it. And so, okay, so January, February, March, April, we're dating. Everything's going good. Everything's going great. And then his lease was up and he was like, he said, okay, let me rewind again. So when I first met him, we decided that we were going to, start dating, like seriously. he said, the only thing that would ever interfere with it was if I moved to Houston. It's where his kids are. They're in Houston, and his ex-wife, and he's a few years younger than me. He's actually, well, he's a little more than a few. He's probably 8.5. Well, okay. He'll be 42 in July, and I'll be, 8. Yeah, just a little more than 8. He'll be 42 in July, and I'll be 50 this month. So, yeah. But like my last ex that I was with for 7 years, he was 15 years younger than me. And no, I'm not a cougar. No, I did not go looking for younger men. Hey, nothing wrong with you, younger men. I like y'all. Trust me. But it just works out that way. And a lot of it is that it's either guys that younger guys that like older women, but most men don't realize that I'm the age that I am. And then it's like they'll meet me, and then they'll start hearing me talk about my girls, and they're like, "Wait, how old are your kids?" I'm like, tell them. They're like, "Well, wait, how old are you?" And I'm like, "Well, how old do you think I was?" And they're like, "I don't know, late 30s." I'm like, like, you don't see wrinkles? Like, I look in the mirror and I totally see 49, almost 50 years old. I'm like, oh man, y'all need some Botox. But I'm okay with that because I'm 49, almost 10 years old. So cool, fine, whatever. But anyway, so he said, that's about the only thing that would really, be difficult or interfere with us dating was if, I moved to Houston. He's like, I've been talking about that for years and I haven't done it yet. And so I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And so, oh no, as soon as we start dating, his ass moves to Houston. I'm not saying like 4 months down the road. I don't know why I'm still in the bathroom. It's cold. And so, so mid-April, he, packs up, makes the move to Houston, which and that's the thing. I told him, of course, it's so sad, y'all. The last day that we were together, we both just cried and cried and cried. It was sad. It was really sad. Like, I don't want you to go. He's like, I don't want to go. He's like, trust me. And like I said, and he's only going because that's where his kids are. Because like normally he'd go get them and bring them back, and they'd stay with him for the summer. In Dallas, and he lives right outside of Dallas, but I told him, I said, the thing is, I don't fault you for that. And if it was me, I would be doing the exact same thing. In fact, if it was me, I would have been there. As soon as my kids moved to Houston, I would have gone. And so I told him, I said, covers are all tangled underneath me. It's cold. And so I told him, I said, I don't fault you. yeah, I'm sad, but it is what it is. And it was so funny because when he called me and told me that he had made the decision, and he was like, so your man's going to be long distance. And I was like, no, he's not. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, when the day you told me that the only thing that would ever interfere with us dating was that if you moved to Houston, that was the day I told you I don't do long distance relationships, right? And he goes, well, yeah, you said that. And he goes, but I didn't really think you meant it. No, I just say things. See, told y'all she'd get up here. See? I said, no, I say things I didn't mean, that I don't mean. That's, I was like, no. And he was like, but why? And I was like, gee, I don't know. Let's see. I happened to be free one evening. I said, hey, I'm going to call my man up, see if he wants to go out and do something. Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll be there in 4 hours. No. Don't think so. And besides, men are a dime a dozen. Where you find one, you find another one. There are plenty of little fishes in the sea. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. And so, there are, but y'all know a lot of those fish in the sea are nasty. So, and don't nobody want those. You reel them up, you throw their ass back. But at least I do anyway. Like, unhook that bitch, throw it back where it came from. But and so he really thought, like, he was like, so you're seriously breaking up with me? And I was like, well, I'm not breaking up with you. You're moving. So technically you're the one causing this. And so don't try to get technical with the OCD person. You're going to lose. And he was like, but I don't understand why. Why? I was like, dude, I told you, because I don't do the long distance thing. So he begged me and convinced me into trying it. He moved down there on a Monday. By that Friday, I was like, this isn't going to work for me. And I was like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, homeboy. We're done. And so I felt bad, y'all. He was really sad. He was really, really sad. And I was too. Don't think I wasn't. And so he told me, he said, I mean, can we still at least be friends? I mean, you're very important to me, and I want and I need you in my life. And I said, of course, absolutely. I never said I wouldn't be your friend. I'm 100%. Absolutely. Ceci, squishing my covers, girl. Scoot. Man, there's plenty of bed. Go move over. And so, it's so funny because, I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so one of the things that I told him when he moved to Houston was that, okay, if you really want me to try this long distance relationship thing, which I don't want, and is not going to work, but okay, whatever, cool, we'll try it. And see, I was right, told you so. I said, I basically laid down the law and said, this is what I'm going to need. Absolute consistency. We're going to have more phone calls because we're going to have to feel like we're still in sync, in tune, whatever you want to call it. But from 4 hours away. And so things like that will be important. And he was like, okay, perfect, And yeah, I wasn't getting them the way I felt that I needed. And of course, again, men and women are wired differently. So what a man thinks is a good number of phone calls a day, a woman may not. And I'm not saying I wanted this fool blowing up my phone, but no, we needed to talk more than we were. And because we were basically still talking just like as if we were in the same, area. Whoops. And so literally he got there on a Monday. That Friday I was all like, it's a wrap. I'm out. Deuces, I'm bouncing. Bye. And he was shocked. But yeah, I was like, this isn't going to work for me. I'm sorry. And it just isn't. It doesn't mean that we still want to be friends and we won't be in each other's lives and be important to one another. But we're not going to do that boyfriend-girlfriend dating thing. So anyways, and it is so funny because 2 weeks or like a week and a half after that, I had to be in Houston for MD Anderson, right? Well, before he moved, he, because it would have been done right if I would have done it. He ran the zip code of where he was living. I'm so sorry, y'all. And to where I am when I'm in Houston at MD Anderson. And he was like, oh, it's not too bad. It's like 19 miles or 19 minutes. And I was like, oh, okay. Y'all, check this out. From the front door of my hotel and or the hospital to the front door of his house, 4.1 miles, y'all. 4.1 miles. I'm like, wow. Now, of course, we didn't know that until after he got there. And we actually ran the address, which I figured he did that to begin with. He said, no, just put the zip code in. Anyways. And so like a week and a half, I apologize, y'all. A week and a half after he got there, after he moved there, I had to be there. And I was there on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And so I saw him. And, he told me, every time you come to Houston, like, I want to see you, I want to take you to dinner, da-da-da. And I was like, okay. So long story short, where I'm going with this lame-ass, boring story is, it is so crazy because even though I, like, kind of broke up with him, it's like after seeing each other last week, I don't even know what to call it. I mean, he calls me his girlfriend and he says, I'm your man, I'm your boyfriend. I don't. Not that I don't feel or think that way, but I just, again, you're 4 hours away. So, you call it whatever you want to call it that makes your little behind happy, and I'll just not call it anything except Carri and easy. So, and like, it was funny because, like, originally he told me after I was like, this isn't going to work for me. And he was like, and he was like, I still just want to be your friend. And he was like, in fact, he goes, I'm just going to be, so he told me, I'm just going to be real honest with you. He goes, he said, I would never agree with this before. And he said, but it's so important for me to have you in my life. He said, if you were to go get married tomorrow, I would still expect to be a part of your life. And I was like, well, first off, that's no, we're not ever doing that again. And second of all, yeah, no. And he was like, it doesn't matter. It's that important for me to have you in my life. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to be a cheater. So, but it's weird, y'all, because it's like we have become so much closer than we already were just since he's been in Houston. And, like when we were video chatting last night, before we both went to sleep, he was, and the night before, he was telling me, he was like, y'all just, y'all, he was telling me, he said, we just, it's like our bond has gotten so much closer. And he's like, and I just like, I can't even imagine a world without you in it. And I don't want a world without you in it. And then like when I came home from church, last night, he was like, "Ooh, girl, I can't tell. I can't see everything you're wearing, but you look cute." And I was like, "Do you want to see it?" And he was like, "Yeah." So I stood back, and he was like, "Man," he was like, "Girl, you look good." And he was like, "Man, those are those pants when you wear them, they show all your curves." And I was like, "Yeah, you mean my fat ass?" But and he was like, "What you wearing those to church for?" And I said, I got on to him. I said, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. Why are you worried about it? Because correction." I can tell you one thing, I don't know what you think you are, but I can tell you what you are not. And that is my man. And he was like, that really did hurt. And I'm like, I was just playing with you. And he's like, it's like, seriously, like that really did hurt my feelings. Like, but I consider myself your man. It's just weird. Like, it's so weird how, in the first week he was there, I hated the fact, of course, he didn't, have a lot as far as the laundry stuff, but, um, laundry stuff. I don't know why I even said that. I'm delusional. But he this video is fixed to go downhill real quick, y'all. I can tell. Extreme fatigue is really just getting worse and worse and worse. But anyways, yeah, it's weird. It's just weird. It's like the one thing that I dreaded is basically rekindling the relationship and making it better, even though because it was only off for like a week, 2 weeks. But and so he's now, I'll be there once a month, every month at least, minimum for sure. We know that just because of the way my chemo and everything goes. And then, but also he's going to come down here. So it's like he'll come down here and I'll go there. He'll come here, I'll go to Houston. So it's working out, I guess, so far. But I told him, I said, let's just don't put labels on it and just leave shit alone. It is what it is. Just leave it alone. And but anyways, and I think that's about it. Yeah, so it was just real important for me to update y'all and let you know what's going on this end or this neck of the woods. So, but I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's always a little couple things with my girls, but it's not worth even. Y'all be like, oh, whatever, boring, don't care. Only a mom would. Only their mom. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. And that's a 52-minute update. So I'm trying to make up for not doing it the past couple of days. And that's why I feel like there's something else I know there's something else I'm forgetting to tell you about, and I just don't know what it is. Because oh my God, I'm so freaking busy this weekend. I'm so busy that I literally cannot even remember what I did, what we did. Okay. So. Oops. See? That's what I told y'all. This video is going to go haywire because I'm starting the extreme fatigue and exhaustion is kicking in. So, but yeah, but because I didn't do a video and stuff, that's why I still feel like there's something that I'm not telling, that I have forgotten. Like I said, there's, stuff with Molly and Madison, but it's nothing that, again, it's worth discussing. I mean, y'all would find it entertaining. So, but yeah, but the main thing is I just wanted to get on here and just update y'all so y'all kind of knew what was going on, where things were sitting with chemo and stuff like that. So, God, my whole body's dry. My Houston team gave me medicine, and it does not help at all. But, oh, I'm so sorry, baby. But yeah, so that's Carrie's story, pretty much in a nutshell. Nothing too exciting. So,
There it goes again. Good Lord. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna try to go back to sleep. Yeah, I hate this fatigue. It just it kills me. It's like I can be totally fine and wide awake, and then it literally just starts doing what it's doing now, and it's like I can't even keep my eyes open, and it's just I hate it. I absolutely hate it. It's like it just comes up and boom, just kicks you in the face, just knocks you out. So. Because otherwise I'm gonna start talking about crap, junk, mumbo jumbo that makes absolutely no freaking sense, and I probably already have. But but yeah, so that's where things sit. So I hope that everybody has a great Taco Tuesday today. I might go get a taco. So, and yeah, that's about it. I have a couple really short videos I need to post, but not necessarily about me or of me. So, oh, and while I'm thinking about it, I have noticed that we have a bunch of new people in our little crazy fam, our little YouTube family. And so, to those of you that are new, and new subscribers, I hate saying that because I just, yeah, new family, because this is like, our family. I mean, and yeah, it is. All of us are family. And a lot of these people have been with me since the day I started my vlog when I was diagnosed. And so, well, actually, it was like the month after because I was in the hospital. But since May, June, well, I mean, I was diagnosed in May, but maybe June when I started doing this of 18. And so, yeah, so a lot of people have been with me since then. And then all along the way, so this is a journey, and it's, even though it's my journey, I guess I'll claim it. It's all of our journeys. We're on this together, and everybody here knows that I couldn't and wouldn't want to imagine doing it without you guys. It's just, yeah. And so for those of you that are new, I'm just going to tell you, I am normally very good. Anybody will tell you, if you leave a comment, I reply to every single one. But my dad passed away last month, and it was real hard. It was really, really hard, especially because I was his caretaker, and my dad had cancer too, and that wasn't what he passed away from. But I mean, it was complications of it, but there was COPD, emphysema, COVID. There were a bunch of things, lung failure. And he didn't have lung cancer, but he had prostate. But anyways, but he'd been battling it since 95 or 99. But anyways, it even though we knew it was coming, and it's like you prepare the best you can, it just it hit me real hard, y'all. It hit me real hard. And it was like in the beginning, I almost didn't even know what to do with myself. It's like, even though I had my own cancer battle to fight, just not having him to have to get on to him to take his meds, take a shower, let's do this, I felt empty. I can't imagine how my mother felt and feels, but she's doing really good. But it threw me off for a while, and I'm not gonna lie and say that it didn't. And I quit doing videos. I quit replying. I quit responding. And, I had a lot of y'all reach out to me and text me and stuff and say, I'm worried about you. And I really, really, really appreciate that. But I just want to let the new people know that I'm usually a lot better. I usually post every single day. I do videos every day. I respond to every single comment. And I can't guarantee that that's going to pick back up, especially just because some of the things that I've got going on with me health-wise and new symptom or whatever we called it was. But and so, yeah, and so, but anyways, but welcome. I'm so glad to have y'all, and you will realize that I'm different. So, I'm just me, but everybody else there loves me, so, and I love them. And just so that y'all know, because all my regular fam people, and I said fam, not fan, like family, fam. They all know. In fact, a lot of us have each other's phone numbers and video chat and text and things like that. And so, to all of you that are new, if you ever have any questions, you ever want to talk, you don't hesitate to reach out. I can shoot you my social medias, my number. I've always said that, even though this is my journey, like I don't
I don't want to just be the only one that people ask questions about or watch their, like, I want to know what goes on in your day, your world, your week, your life. You know, please fill me in. If there's anything, everything I can help with, fill me in, you know, and I'll consider it done. So, but I just want to throw that out there. And then other than that, I love y'all so, so, so much. I just absolutely love y'all. And I know as soon as I hit stop on this hour-long video, man, I'm good, y'all. I made up for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, too. But I know I'm going to jump around. I know I am. So, we'll see. But anyways, so I'm going to go for now, try to get some more sleep because, yeah, I'm fixed to hit a stone wall. So, and it just sucks. It's like you don't even do anything and it happens. Yeah. Didn't she come get me? Oh, or he have a lunchbox. And there it goes again. And I'm lucky it has not stopped filming. So yeah, I'm done, y'all. I can't. I've got to lay down and get rest. It's fixed to kick my butt. As you can see, I can barely hold my eyes open. And when I started the video an hour ago, I was totally fine. So, but it's exhaustion. It's like everything that yeah, yeah, knowing who said that, I can see, yeah, she'd be able to see it. So she'd be able to see my last name. And so I'll just have to get one from her when she comes back home from this event. For what? I'll just do it again, y'all. And there it goes. See? My God. Okay, I'm out, y'all. This is ridiculous. I swear I feel like a freaking... Oh, I feel stupid when I do that, but it's just... I can't help it, y'all. It just... Yeah, it just gets one way and one way only, and I do not like that, so... Charmin. Sorry, I was thinking about something. But anyways, something I saw on, I was watching a TikTok reel earlier, and it was hilarious. But yeah, I'm gonna go because I'm fixed to pass out. So, and I'm tired of saying I'm gonna go, but I need to go, y'all. Like I said, I'm just so exhausted all of a sudden. But anyways, but yeah, so I love you guys, new and old. Love every single one of you, and just know that even if my reply is just liking, you know, or loving the comment. That makes time number 5. So, goodbye. I'm going to bed. So, I love you guys, and I'm sorry. I hate it when y'all see me like this, but I can't help it. It's just, it's part of the game. So, yeah, oh well. It is what it is. But it's just, like I said, it's like I get so extremely fatigued and exhausted that, like right now, you know, I was going to make a sandwich. And, no, I'm not. I'm the one talking about sandwich. I'm making a damn sandwich. I made a grilled cheese sandwich when I got home. And it took forever to make it. So, nope. There's time number 6. Nope. I don't even know what I'm saying no to. God, this is horrible. And number 7. God almighty. Jeez. So, okay. I'm out. I love y'all. I'm sorry. I cannot do this anymore. This is just, it's too much. I've done it an hour and 4 minutes, so hopefully that made up for this weekend. But, yeah, I've got to rest. So, otherwise, it's just going to pull out. And he says, that's number 7. Bye. Love y'all.